Hi there, welcome to the Illumination Lady channel. Here you will find timeless messages that is meant for you the minute you click on it. Today we'll be focusing on what blessing is coming towards you and how you can prepare for it. Take a few deep breaths and relax and tune into which of these three cards are calling out to you. Is it pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3? Once you are ready, just click on the chapter link below to receive your messages. See you there. Hi there, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Now let's get started. What is the blessing that you'll be receiving in this chapter right now, and what are some advice for you? So pile number 1, the blessings that's coming towards you in this chapter is about you discovering who you truly are. See here, it's about you anchoring more into your authentic self. Now you see, we as human beings, we grow up in families, in society, in clusters, and there's a lot of influence around us, right? And perhaps now it's time for you to sit down, reflect, take stock, or perhaps you have already done the process of like reflection about what is truly your belief and what truly isn't. What it is that you want to keep in terms of your identity and what you want to let go. What it is that is serving you and what is no longer serving you. All these kind of questions is a good time for you to reflect. If you have already decided who you are, what you want to be, this is a chapter that that the universe wants you to know that they're here to support you in that. Now, as you can see in this card, this lady here, her eyes are like so filled with clarity, so filled with conviction, and she is shining brightly like a light, like a light bulb, right? And people behind her, she doesn't even care what their opinions are about her. And it's almost as if like she is like putting down like an anchor point, like a map, the pin down here in this space, that this is me. I am here. I'm going to shine brightly and unapologetically. So that is going to be the blessings that you're going to receive in this chapter. Now let's explore what are some advice that the universe has for you in regards to that. Okay, first card is about desire. So as you come to decide about how you want to express yourself, your authentic self, and anchor yourself more into this physicality, you will begin to know what it is that your heart truly desires. Now, we're not talking about desires like, oh, I want this book, oh, I want to buy that bag. It's not that kind of desire. This is type of desire that is echoing from your heart. It is a type of desire that your soul wants to be of highest expression here on earth. It's almost like a purpose. It's a sense of like passion, a goal, a fulfillment that your soul wants to achieve here and in this chapter. So in right now in this chapter is you will begin to realize what these soul echoing desires are, and perhaps you may even have ideas, inspirations to start making it into something more solid and tangible in your daily life. It's almost like you're going to create a life that an environment, a setting that is going to support your authentic self. So, well, that is a lot of spring cleaning going on. And it's very exciting. Now let's see, what is the next card going to say? Oh, responsibility. Okay, so we've just talked about like spring cleaning, right? And then creating an environment that supports your authentic self. And of course, it's almost like you are creating a garden, right? And this garden requires you to plant seeds. Now these seeds are like metaphors. Metaphor of what? Of what are the daily habits that you want to embody, to build, to engrave, for whatever it is that supports your authentic self. It could be as simple things that, oh, you wish to have a healthier body. So that could be like, okay, what are some daily routines that you could incorporate to help build the baby steps towards the type of life that you want, that allows you to have a stronger body, a healthier body. Slow stretches, yoga, whatever it is, meditation, things like that, okay? It could also even be that, oh, you wish to have more money, okay? So if you wish to have more money, it comes back down to, okay, what it is that your soul wishes to be of service to in the highest expression, that brings in passion and fulfillment, something that when you wake up daily, you feel excited to start. And you, by doing that, also brings in a lot of positive energy. And this kind of service or product, whatever it is that you want to offer to the world, is bring a lot of value that people want to honor it back. They want to purchase your service. They want to purchase your products. And by building that kind of authentic life that aligns with your desire, you can also create money. So of course, that also leads down to self responsibility, whatever it is on the humanly, earthly life that you need to pay your bills, buy food or whatsoever, your rent. So that form of responsibility is definitely going to come in, because right now it's almost like you're restructuring, you're creating a new lifestyle, a new life, or you might even be like changing locations of home or whatsoever. And by moving to a new space, physically, energetically speaking, whatever it is in shape or form, it requires discipline for you to anchor it, to embody it, to build it until it becomes second nature to you. Okay? Okay, the next card is the heart chakra. As you are building your authentic self, one important thing that the universe would like you to know, the spirit would like you to know, is to please open up your heart chakra. Okay, why is this very important? The heart chakra is like the bridge between heaven and earth. If we talk about all the chakras wise, right? It is like the center point of the other upper heart chakras and the lower chakras. This is where love enters, and this is where love is emitted out into the world. So perhaps you've been in a situation during the period of time when you are checking stock, or even before the chapter happens, that you kind of closed your heart because you are too afraid to be who you truly are. You're too worried about what other people think whatsoever. That chapter is over. Now is a time, since you have done all your homework already, that you want to manifest the life that you want. That's important for you to start trusting that you are safe, trusting that the people who are coming towards your life are here to help you, and that you open up your heart and please give yourself a chance to love the people around you, to love yourself most importantly. Open up your heart, allow love to enter you, and do not be afraid to shine your light, which is also love, being who you truly are, being honest and authentic, being the best that you can be. Every day, slowly, little by little, bit by bit, you are growing. You are growing that little seed, that little plant in your garden of the new life that you have created. So that is the advice that Spirit has in regards to your heart chakra. This will be the key to help you build that foundation, that stability to the life that you want, that supports your authentic self. Okay, let's see the next cards, what they have to say. Okay. We do understand that as you're going through this process of, what's that word I said? Spring cleaning, taking stock, deciding what you want and what you no longer want in terms of lifestyle, belief system, people, whatsoever, that it could be scary, okay, because those things have been around helping you for X amount of years, right? Since the day you're born and walking and talking until this moment in time. But do know, okay, that it's all great changes, okay? Sometimes you may have self-doubts or you may be fearful, and that's really, 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 really just your ego talking, because the ego does not like change. We are not discriminating the ego. Sometimes you just have to make an announcement to your ego about where you're going in your life, who you want to be, and to let it know that whatever that's in the past is no longer in alignment and is completely irrelevant to where you want to go. Okay, so that's one thing you can tell your system, your ego about. So that's one thing. Second thing is about you talking to God. The so-called God over here is your higher self, because you're going through such big changes, right? And being really authentic, and you've made a very big conscious decision and choice, that requires you on all levels, right, to physically have stable routines, to be disciplined and growing whatever you need to grow, right? Opening your heart, that's like your emotional field, opening up and allow love and energy to flow through. We need your upper chakras, okay, probably your third eye and your crown to open up more to the light. Bring in energy from your source and speak to that God. It could be whatever your religion is, okay? It could be Jesus, it could be the Buddha, it could be just your higher self, the greater, higher power that truly aligns with your soul and you to that source. Okay, spend time in quietness, okay, to connect with your source and ask for information, ask for advice, ask for guidance, because your connection with source and the guidance that comes through is what will help you slowly learn to trust yourself more, to open up your heart. And of course, you want to find out more about what is your purpose, your passion, whatever it is. That connection that you have with your source, it can help you to solidify that in this new chapter of your life. Okay? So some people may ask, well, how do I know if this is God's voice or if this is not God's voice? Generally speaking, the type of feeling that you would get, your higher self or your source, is usually very expansive, very light. Just tap into the energy. If the energy is loving, unconditional love, then that is the truth. Okay. Energy don't lie. If you feel that the information that's coming through is very heavy, very condensed, you're getting a headache, you're tensing up, that's not it. Okay, guys, that's your ego talking. So kind of just like tune out, go do something else, relax, and then come back to reconnecting with your source or with God again. Okay. So this period of time where you're doing a lot of like anchoring into your authentic self, it's also important that you have time for yourself. It's like a balance, right? Allowing yourself to let people coming into your life and also carve out space and time for your soul, for yourself, to anchoring, solidify, to clarify, to brighten up that voice and that self-trust and that soul compass within you to become more solid and strong. Because you're right now, really, it's almost like you're going through a rebirth, right? And it's a lot that's happening here. And that's really beautiful. So next is decide on the outcome. Pretty much just repeating what I'm going to say again. Whatever it is that you want to plant seeds in, you don't think about how the process is going to be, okay? You just decide, this is what I want, and this is the end game, how it's going to look like. I'm going towards that, period. Don't think anything more, okay? Why is that? Because we are building the energy, right? We are building the energy, and it's like you are writing your future. You know some of the basic tips about manifestation, right? It's like, feel that it has already happened and don't think about it anymore. Something similar to that, but this is something more about visualizing a very clear timeline, okay? And this kind of clarity and visualization is not forced. It's just very lighthearted, very easy, and it's almost like, yeah, it is so. I know it's gonna be like that, and I'm working towards it. And whatever you do in your daily life, feel that has already happened because you are right now building the frequency, building the grounded, like anchoring point into that future timeline of yours. And it's like you're visualizing this moment. I'm there already. And I believe that it is true because you already have that frequency within you. So decide on the outcome. No need plan B, C, D, E, F, G, okay? Because that's just the ego kind of like, oh, what if things don't work out? Yeah. We don't need that. We just need a clear path and we just go according to it patiently, with diligence and with self-responsibility and discipline. And that's it, and you will get there, okay? Okay, the next card. Say thank you. this so-called saying thank you is not only saying thank you to other people who are coming in as they co-create with you your new timeline, your future. It's also about saying thank you to yourself. We could say that this is a chapter where you're really, really taking this big step, this courage to be who you truly are without being afraid. That takes, a lot of courage. And we tend to forget to thank ourselves most of the time. We don't give ourselves enough credits. We're so easy to self-criticize. So this part of allowing love to flow into you and being an expression of love also requires a lot of gratitude energy, right? So say thank you to those who support you on your journey, who are coming into your circle and brings a lot of blessings and positivity in your life. Say thank you to them. And most importantly, thank yourself, because you have taken all the steps that's necessary. You've done your work, you've gotten to where you are, and it's not easy, okay? Being authentic self, choosing consciously about who you want to be, it's not an easy journey. And so kudos to you guys, okay? Be thankful to you and yourself. And the last message from Spirit Team is forgiveness, okay? I sense that this is forgiveness in all aspects, right? Those who have wronged you in the past, that you feel that they have done you injustice, forgive them, let them go. But most importantly, I feel that this forgiveness is truly about is you forgiving yourself. Okay, forgive all the times in the past that you have blamed yourself for whatever it is that you wanted to blame about. Sometimes people are helpless, right? So they can't blame others. They start to blame themselves. So we don't need to go back into that pattern anymore, because right now you are choosing you. On all levels here, you are choosing you, building the life that you want, building the habit that you know is going to be good for you, opening up your heart to welcoming positive, new friends, situations, opportunities, and whatsoever. That's big, okay? You just had to go through all the lessons that you did to reach where you are now, to have the wisdom and knowledge that you needed to experience. And so now you're at a chapter right now to learn about what self-forgiveness is all about. And trust me, nothing is a coincidence. All the plus and the minus in everybody's life journey is there and has happened for a reason. So we only focus on where we want to go, who we are, and where we want to be, okay? And move forward. And that always starts from a place of forgiveness. So when we move forward, there is no heaviness. There is no baggage. There is just lightness and freedom and clarity and just all positive things. Okay, all positive transformation that is waiting for you in the future. Pile number 1, I cannot express how beautiful your blessing that is coming to you very soon as you're embarking on this beautiful journey. I truly, sincerely wish you the best of luck. If this reading is helpful to you, please help like, share, subscribe to my channel. If you wish to work private with me, one-to-one for psychic guidance, tarot reading, or even energy healing sessions to help support you on this journey, click on the link below that's provided in the description, and you can contact me for a private session online. I wish you the best of luck, everyone. Stay true to yourself, believe in yourself, and let your heart guide your way. Blessings. Hi there, pal number 2, and welcome to your reading. Let us see what blessings coming towards you and how to prepare for it. Let's start the reading now. Okay, for your first card is Archangel Sandalphon, and the message is with you now, number 22. So what I'm sensing here for you guys, pal number 2, is that this is a confirmation that your spirit team is here supporting you on your journey right now. Archangel Sandalphon is an archangel that's all about music. And what I'm feeling is that he or your spirit guides are right next to you, supporting you any way that they can. They're sending you a lot of healing, a lot of support, and they definitely are encourage you to enjoy the beauty of life. Music, right? That's just one of them. Music just one of the beautiful things you can enjoy in life. But I think the key point is really focusing about, it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. It's about you smelling the flowers along the way, marveling at small little things as you're moving forward on your journey. And it is through all these small moments that you can also receive signs, confirmations, synchronicities from your spirit team. Yeah, they want to send you a lot of messages for sure. And they want you to also confirm back to them that you acknowledge the signs that they're giving you, as this strengthens the communication between you guys. Yeah, right? So, why is it that they want you to know that they are there? Okay. Well, first card is connection. Okay, I see what's going on. It seems, pal number one, that you perhaps was in a situation where you kind of withdraw from people, and now is the time that spirits ask me to be more courageous, more open, to connect with other people. See here, it's all about connection, right? Love, support, interconnection, and universal oneness. Perhaps you were in a situation where you chose to kind of isolate yourself because you are afraid of what could potentially hurt you or whatsoever along that line. So now's the time that your spirit team is encouraging you to connect with people and allow energy flow to move, to circulate into your life. Because being alone sometimes, well, being alone too much, sometimes you also create a type of stagnancy and you lose connection with people around you. And we're all social animals. It's also important that we have a sense of belonging, as that also creates like a sense of safety for us in the community. Yeah. So embrace the differences of other souls. Embrace the differences in experiences as well. So it's a different way of admiring beauty, admiring God's creations, which is all of us, each individual one of us. Yeah, so open your heart and connect with others. Emotions. Okay. The guidance here has a lot to do with how you're feeling. Perhaps because you've isolated yourself for a while, that would also cause you to have some kind of stress. Perhaps you aren't expressing yourself a lot. Perhaps you're repressing or avoiding certain emotions and feeling and just pushing it down because you're afraid. Either afraid of your own self or either afraid of other people, whatever it is. Spirits encourage you to not only connect with people, but to express your feelings, because when you allow yourself to express your emotions, it creates energy flow, so you become more healthy. So nothing's kind of pent up and bottled up, and then it kind of just explodes later on. So make time and create opportunities to allow yourself to express through art, through music, through dance, whatever it is that's a form of expression that helps you feel more free, more flow, more let go, more authentic self, anything along those lines, so that you dare to be you. You are safe. They want you to know that you are so safe to express yourself, okay? And expression is also important for you to balance your mental wellness, your emotional wellness. All of this is also interconnectedness, yeah? Ooh, okay. Third card is all about physical health. Okay, definitely. Yeah, you guys must have like isolated yourself to a point where you kind of don't even see other people or even go out at all, because it could be that outside world feels very overwhelming. Well, Spirit right now is encouraging you to please take care of your health more. Exercise if we have to, go see a doctor, whatever it is, eat well. Take care of your physical body more, because we're getting signs here. There's emotional unwellness, mental definitely unwellness, and has already taken toll on your physical body. So now is a very good time to focus on your healing. And healing, sometimes you will need help from other people, right? So allow yourself to, make time to take care of your physical health, make space to do energy healings on yourself, meditate, eat healthy, sleep properly, all the basic stuff, and also go out and interact with the world so you can energetically pick up different kinds of vitality, different kinds of expression, learn more about what it feels like to interact with other people, and yeah, get accustomed to being out there more, and also strengthens your chi more as well. Yeah. The next card, well, it's just confirming the same thing again and again. Reach out to people. It has to do the same thing as connection, reach out to friends, make new friends, allow yourself to be loved, allow yourself to be cared for, allow yourself to play, allow yourself to be free. Okay? And most importantly, speak with love. Pile number 2, it feels like in the past the period of time where you're kind of like isolating yourself, you're having a lot of mental chaos, and it could be in a form of like self criticism or past memories that is coming to disturb your peace. Well, the advice here is to speak with love. We always know that the ego is a function that is afraid of change. Yes, we all know that. But also know that sometimes we are just going through clearing. Okay? There's no other explanation about how we can go about this. When you're going through clearing, there's going to be past stories that kind of drifts up, rises from you out of nowhere. It's like a pop-up ad that you don't even know why it came through, and you have to wait for it to another 5 seconds for it to just, let you click the skip button. Well, you cannot stop your thoughts, right? You just have to allow it to rise and allow it to fall. And as this clearing is happening, it's very important for you to take care of yourself energetically. Your words are power, so speak with love to yourself. Speak with love to others, okay? Because every word that comes out of our mouth, or every vibration that is resonating or echoing out from our mouth, our throat, even our minds, okay, they have power. And in this period right now, the real blessing, okay, is that you're going through a period of healing, and you will recover, and you are ensured to have the success that you're looking forward to. Okay. And it's just that this period of transition may feel kind of overwhelming for you. And that's why you kind of isolate yourself and protect yourself, put up this strong barrier around you because you're afraid. And that's really normal. Spirit wants to let you know that they are with you, they're here to support you, but you also need to do your part to help them help you. And that, it's like raising a baby. It requires a village to raise a baby. Same thing. You are a baby, all right? You are a baby here. So allow, yourself to reach out to your village, to your community to receive healing as well, while you are also taking active responsibility in taking care of your own emotional health, your physical health, okay, and your mental health. And most importantly, this is a period of time where you really have to nurture yourself and build that self-trust and build that positive frequency within you by speaking kindly, with compassion, with love, a lot of self-forgiveness to yourself and other people, okay? And here, it says, please give yourself the best. Pile number 2, seriously, if you need to see a massage therapist, why, go for it. Whatever it is that you yourself know, your body will tell you whatever it is that you need. Please give yourself the best and take care of yourself. You deserve love. You deserve everything that is good, that is out there. But you need to learn. You need to take actions to believe that and to to embody it in your thoughts, in your speech, and in your actions. Okay, there is only so much that the external world can help you. You have all the power within you to make the change that you need. Okay, whatever it is that you're going through, that you're transitioning out of, whatever that was in the past that was really painful, you know, earth, spirit, source, they are witness. Okay, and they want you to know that that period is over. It is time for you to shift. So pack up your bags. Okay, declutter. Take care of your mental, your emotional, and your physical health, and your spiritual health. Give yourself the best and move forward. They are supporting you in this, and you got this, pal number 2. Okay. Wow, that just kind of confirmed what I just said, right? So it's all about hope. You are a light. This light within you is it's like a candle. One little bright light is actually very powerful. It is still a light that's in the dark, okay? So know that your spirit team is always with you. Allow them to help you. Okay, whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or you're struggling with something or someone, something specific in your life, know that there is always hope. Okay, there's a fine thin line, okay, between hope and despair. This is a message of hope that you're coming close to the end of the tunnel. Okay, whatever it is that you know is happiness, you're so clear what it is. Know that you're going towards it. At this point of time, take care of yourself. Okay, love yourself, and all will be well. It is just a period of clearing, and you just need to get familiar to moving back into the healthy zone. That is all. So this is the blessing that is coming towards you, pile number 2. I sincerely wish you the best of luck, the most optimal health, the happiest possible self that you can be, filled with clarity and freedom and self-compassion. Pile number 2, if you feel that this reading is helpful to you in some shape or form, please help by subscribe to this channel. If you would like to have a private personal reading with me or sign up for a private one-to-one energy healing session to support you on your journey, please click on the link in the description below, World Wide Web illuminationlady.com, and you can connect with me. And take care. Hi there, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what blessings is coming towards you and how you can prepare for it. So the first card that you have here is called Transformation, Light and Dark. Well, pile number 3, it seems like you are going through a period of transformation. You are shifting from whatever that was in the dark into the light. But here, you see, the thing with this light and dark, right? It's all part of us. Like the rise and fall, the ebb and flow, the yin and the yang. The key point here is as we're going through transformation, and do know that it's not just one transformation, right, that we're going to have throughout our lifetime here, that, the darkness is always a part of us as well. It's all about balancing, right? Balancing between when the dark in us rises, do we allow it to take over us completely? Or do we allow it to just be and let it fall like the rise and the fall? And do we do things to nurture our own light? Like here. So it seems right now, pile number 3, that you're going through this period of transformation, not only just picking light, but understanding, integrating that the light and dark within us, and how to befriend both, how to balance them both, and to shift to our next chapter. Transformation are always beautiful, huh? Let's see what other messages are there. Money. It seems that one of the transformation that you're going through has to do with your relationship with money. The finances, the power, the generosity, and abundance. Were you kind of in a situation where you did not allow money or abundance to flow into your life. So, money is a form of energy. So, we need to explore a relationship with it. What are some limiting beliefs that we have about it? What can we do to heal that relationship that we have that we have with money? And let's just switch the word from money into just energy. Okay. What are you doing that can allow, what things that you can do that will allow energy to flow into your life, like these two fish, these beautiful two koi fish, like they are swimming, right? Money is like an exchange of energy between you and the universe and the world, right? How are you managing this energy? Are you allowing it to flow? Are you generous about it? If you may feel you don't have enough of this energy, what are you doing to build that energy up? What are you doing to build that power? What are you doing to build that abundance? What are you doing to be generous and welcoming it into your life? Are you limiting your belief, your tunnel of receptivity and welcoming it into your life? If there are such limitations, what can you do to widen that tunnel? What can you do to welcome more energy into your life? And know that this relationship between light and dark, the rise and fall that you have with money is going to be there as is. And what can you do to nurture that fire, nurture that flow into your life more? That's something to think about with money. And next is about your personal boundaries. Are you true to yourself with your boundaries? Are you having weak boundaries all the time by pleasing people, allowing whatever it is to come too close to you, and then your energy is deprived, like leaking out? When was the last time that you stay in your truth and speak about what your personal choices are? We're not asking you to be totally like stiff, very hard with the boundaries that you don't allow anything in at all. But it's about the flexibility, right? The balance of how much personal boundaries are you putting up for how long, right? It is all a choice. And this is the area that you could look more into, your solar plexus and your root chakra. And all of this is also linked to the health of your physical body as well. Are you taking care of your physical body? Are you taking care of your digestive system? How is your gut system? That it all will affect each other. So if you do have some physical health signs about it, it is also one of the clues that you could take more care, TLC, and more about it for yourself. Next is love. As you're going through this transition, right, of balancing the flow of energy, of balancing your own authority, this is a period where you also balance your heart, opening your heart to give and receive love, being playful and sharing, being true you. Sometimes when we're going through transformation, it may feel very uncomfortable. And, it's just part of the process. But do know that you're just shedding out the old. And as you're shedding out the old, it's also very important that you balance it with positivity, with good health practices and time for yourself and time and connection with other people as well. So be kind with yourself. Okay, open up your heart to receiving love and be playful. Maybe you are too serious, too rigid about during the period of time of your transformation as well. So you can always allow more play, more fun into your life to help you allow more flow, more joy, more harmony, and allow yourself time, to say, you know, to refuse some people, to take time to rest, even, to you know yourself best where your baseline is. So exercise your right and your power, okay, and allow love to flow into your life. Give us some more information. Blow off some steam. Okay, so perhaps during the period of your transformation, you may feel some level of stress and tension that you kind of just suppresses it and then just bury it down because you don't want to hurt other people. So this is a good time. Okay, so that could also affect your physical health as well. So this is a good time for you to blow off some steam, whatever frustration, um, negative emotion that you're going through. Is it's very important for you to find channels to release it. It could be through exercise, through boxing, through writing, painting, whatever it is that you need to do to help you release that tension outwards. Okay, so once you allow that negative energy to have somewhere else to go in a safe space, then you can find your balance again. We understand that when you go through transformation, okay, it's like light and dark being churned within you, and it's like this, it's very uncomfortable, and it's very also very normal that we may feel anger rising, frustration rising, fear rising. It's all part of the process, but the key point here is about how you manage it, right? How do you find balance and approach everything with curiosity, with play, a sense of playfulness, so that it doesn't get too overwhelming and exhausting, right? We're just going with the ebb and flow. So know that this period where you feel that, okay, maybe money is lacking, or maybe you may feel powerless, or maybe you feel your lack of love, it is just a process where you feel that it is happening. It may not actually be happening in reality. So let's turn it into um very practical terms, right? If you're actually feeling that you may not have enough financial support, okay, what is it that you can do to help you build that up? It could be exploring other opportunities to make more financial wealth. And to do that, it means you need to have a physically healthy body so you can do more work. So take care of your physical health, right? And also take the time to go out and connect with people, to network with people, so you can have opening more doors and opportunities for you to generate that physical wealth, right? And also taking practical steps in rejecting certain opportunities, because you may realize later on, as you get to know more about the project or the person, that, oh, the values or the direction may not be in full alignment with what you are offering and what you do or what you stand for. So you can always say no instead of trying to please people all the time. These are very practical things, right? So whatever I just said just now has to do with boundaries and choices. And going out to network also has to do with you opening up to sharing about what your skill set is all about, sharing about what your highest expression in terms of your communication, what is it that you're passionate about, and take opportunity to make friends. And these kind of how do you say, interactions and activities also builds like positive wealth in your life, right? Positive, the so-called wealth and abundance is not always financial. It could also be in terms of an abundance of friends, abundance of opportunities, abundance of joy and love and playfulness, pleasant experiences. All of these kind of like ways of how you approach life in general is part of your transformation mastery, right? How you um, handle life situations to balance out all the practical things that can add more value and good health to you, and how to manage and keep all the negative frustrations and experiences, like to release it, or like let it go. All these things, it's all about like being the alchemist of your life, adding more, removing too much access, all of that has to do with blowing off steam as well. Okay. So you pick and choose. You know yourself best in terms of how you can move forward in a healthy manner that adds more light to you. But we are not suppressing or discrediting and discriminating the dark within us, because they are functions within us that helps us navigate the earth. Okay, and because they are just functions, we do not allow them to control us. Okay, we master them by allowing them to exist, but we don't allow them to overpower us. We just watch them, and they just have stuff that they want to say. Once they're done expressing, they will kind of sit down, and that's when you let your light to become brighter and shine more strong, and you ride the chariot. You're the driver, the master of your life. Okay, these are just passengers that's just tagging along. Okay, now the next advice is have fun. Well, see, perhaps the way you approach transformation, is a bit too serious and too rigid. So the universe is saying, spirit saying, you know what? To balance out, this transformation period, is to, other than blow off steam, is to have fun. When you approach things with curiosity, with joy, it becomes all play. So it's more light and more enjoyable. And when you're having fun, you're adding more positivity, more pleasant experiences, and that brings in more love into you. The last one here is look forward. As your every transformation happens for a reason, right? Because you're shifting. Why are you shifting? Okay, you're shifting because you're moving to another stage, okay? And that means moving forward. And transformation is not always very comfortable, right? So the key point here is to have fun. We look forward to where we want to go and where we're heading. On a journey, we enjoy, what's along the way, the beautiful flowers, the beautiful view. That's why we have fun on a journey, right? And we don't just focus on the limitations, because ego may feel very uncomfortable with all the changes. This guy here, the ego may feel very uncomfortable with the changes that's going to happen. And you may have all these thoughts coming in about like, oh, what about that cliff over there? The road is too narrow. Like the main function of the ego is protect you from harm. Okay, but then your light, your soul knows better, right? It's always focusing on the solutions. The higher self within you is always the genius in solving problems. Problem's not really a problem. Problem's just an obstacle in the fun course of your experience on Earth. So we focus on that as we move forward. Do not be tied down by the heaviness and the narrow view and the limiting views of the dark. Okay? See here, the light here is always opening up, welcoming the opportunities, welcoming the fun, welcoming the experience, welcoming the love and the excitement and the flow of everything. Okay, so with everything you're going through, keep in mind here, spirits say, to always not rush into making a decision, any big decisions. Okay, especially when you are fully aware that you're in a state of panic or fear. And these kind of moments do come in, especially when you may feel kind of unstable during the transformation. Take a moment to pause and quiet your mind and ask yourself for guidance before you act or move forward, so you have the clearer picture as you move ahead. Okay, so that's the message for you, pile number 3. Your blessing, okay, that's coming, is about your transformation as you're shifting towards the new era you. So the biggest guidance and the way to move forward is to approach it with fun, approach it with curiosity and play, okay? And take care of your physical health. Be true to yourself, okay, by voicing out where you want to be and how you're going to be, okay? And know that abundance is coming towards you. Do not be afraid to welcome it. Okay, see abundance coming into your life as a big gift, a big opportunity that's coming in. Okay, because sometimes we may be afraid of, like, some people maybe feel overwhelmed when money is coming in. And because it's a big responsibility. So if you approach that as just a fun project coming towards you with endless possibilities, the way you see it, the way your ego is going to see it's completely different. Okay, so enjoy your period of transformation, and I wish you the best of luck as you during your transition into the beautiful new era of your life. Pile number 3, I wish you the best of luck. Take care, okay? And if you feel that this reading is helpful for you, in any shape, way, or form, please help click like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you would like to have a private one-to-one reading with me, or you would like to sign up for a private energy healing session, you can click on the link below and contact me, okay? Pile number 3, good luck and have fun, okay? Bye!